everybody, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I am Angela Sharpe, and you know the Daily Mix is when I tell you all the good gossip going on in and around St. Louis, and I've got some gossip for you right now. You know Big Brother, that CBS reality show? Well, they were just here on Saturday. That's right, they were at the Chesterfield Mall, and the first 200 people there got to audition. Now, Big Brother is the one where they all live in the house, and they don't have any contact with the outside world, and they compete for money. Well, some St. Louis people have been on the show before, but since they came to St. Louis for the casting, I'm kind of betting we might be able to see somebody on the show next season. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And of course, you know I'll let you know all about that. And another cool thing that happened on Sunday, Earth Day. You know, St. Louis celebrated Earth Day right there at Forest Park on the Muni grounds. Of course, there was music and food and entertainment, all to celebrate Earth Day. Plus, they had different ways that you can help, keep the planet in its spot. And also, the planetarium, well, they wanted to show their support by lighting up green. How pretty is that right there? All for Earth Day. And we get one Earth, so we probably should take good care of it. And of course, right now I was going to talk about the Blues, and I was really hoping to say something good about the Blues. And we had a great season. It was a lot of fun, but I was hoping we were going to continue on down that path. Unfortunately, yesterday, the Blues lost Game 6 to the Wild, so they're now eliminated from the Stanley Cup playoffs. I know, it's so sad. But on a personal note, I do want to thank all the Blues fans for a great, awesome, fun season, and especially those fans that were there on the Game 5 day for the rally. That crowd was crazy. They were loud, they were fun. So from me to you, thank you for that. And, Blues fans, we'll be back in October. So maybe there's always next year. All right, now it's time to go on with today's Daily Mix. Tree planting, that means it might be spring, right? Well, they've been planting some trees on Washington Avenue, right here in downtown St. Louis, trying to make it all look very pretty. So, there's spring trees, plus it looks really nice down there on Wash Ave. So if you haven't been around there, definitely go and check out those trees. Say, hey, good job, tree. And of course, I always like to tell you about a big money idea. Well, what about Bridge Bread? Have you heard about this? They've got a new storefront on Cherokee Street. They plan to open in late spring. Now, this is a nonprofit. It started in 2011, and really their goal is to help prevent homelessness or people who are close to homeless. In fact, of their 5 employees that started out homeless, now those 5 employees all have housing, so that's awesome. Now, they're all gonna still bake out of their South Grand kitchen. They've got, dinner rolls and cinnamon rolls and 4-time chocolate rolls, but now they've got this storefront right there on Cherokee Street. And although there's no place to sit and eat there, there's kind of an unofficial rule. The coffee shop next to it, they've said that they'll let you eat your bread and stuff in there. Of course, as long as you buy a cup of coffee from them. So that's really cool. And of course, you can find them on bridgebread.org. Gotta check them out. Now, I don't know if you commute back and forth a lot, but the Poplar Street Bridge, they're gonna close a lane. It's actually the second lane westbound. They're gonna close that on Friday, and it's gonna be closed probably through July. They're putting down a new driving surface. So if you're going that route, you want to try a different route. There's always Metrolink. You can try the San Musial Veterans Memorial Bridge. There's the Eads Bridge, the MLK Bridge, and all that information. You want to keep up on driving, try traveler.mo.org. So that's modot.org, got it? MODOT.org, or gatewayguide.com for information on that. And speaking of traveling around, did you see this around this past week, maybe the last 2 weeks? Metro has been testing out an electric bus. That's right, they just got done with their 2-week trial that went through Saturday. It was the number 99 downtown trolley. It's all electric. It has 2 batteries. On one charge, you can go for 150 miles. Now you have to compare that to a tank of gas, which is 500 miles. What they're hoping for is an electric bus that'll get a little bit more, mileage per charge, but they're gonna test 2 more out this year. So be on the lookout for these electric buses. And we just talked about Earth Day, so it's nice that we're on the right track, right? Electric bus, maybe that's a thing of the future. Could be kind of cool. And Lambert has expanded some flights. So if you are in the mood to fly, they've got 3 new routes for you. That's right, they're gonna fly now nonstop to Austin, Texas, Portland, Oregon, and Jackson, Tennessee. There's 10 airlines, and there's a total of 64 destinations nonstop too. Some of those are really cool, like Mexico. So if you'd like to take me on vacation, we can do that. Plus, get this, passenger traffic has increased since January. So apparently flying is on the rise. So it's nice that we have 3 more places we can fly nonstop to. You can always check out flystl.com. Now, I always like to tell you who's in the loo. Well, Silent Bob was here. You know, Jay and Silent Bob, right? Kevin Smith, he was here on Sunday. He was at the pageant. He did a little question and answer series. You know, he's a filmmaker, a director, a screenwriter. Now, if you still don't know who I'm talking about, and you should by Silent Bob, Clerks, that's like a cult classic. Dogma, Chasing Amy, Mallrats, another cult classic. Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Red State and Tusk. You know, he is the founder and executive producer of S-Mod Company. He's also the creator of AMC's Comic Book Men. And of course, he's the owner of Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash on Broad Street in Red Bank, New Jersey, which is so awesome. Really cool guy. He's a huge hockey fan too, so you know that's why I love him. He was here at the pageant, hanging out, so that's really cool of him. Unfortunately, I kind of was hoping we were going to win that game. We could play on Wednesday. Maybe he would stay and watch some hockey. But unfortunately, he's gone now. But cool to have him here. Now, of course, I always like to tell you about jobs that are coming around. Well, there's a job fair. It's happening at the St. Charles Community College Friday, May 1st from 9 a.m. to 1. Now, this is cool for students, alumni, and anybody in the community to come. Last year, they had 97 employers show up. So this is a great opportunity for you if you are looking for a job. You go to stchas.edu/job fair for information. But as always, dress nicely, bring your resume, go out there and see what they have to offer. You might be surprised. You can find out more about this event and thousands of other hot jobs online at jobs.mo.gov. And here's where I ask you, do you need a job? Well, here is your chance to tell employers why they should hire me. And by me, I mean you. All you need to do is write us an email right here at hireme@stltv.net. Tell us what it is you do, why you're looking for a job, why you're out of work, maybe you're still in work. If we select you, you can come in right here and videotape your own video message to employers. That's a really cool way to get your message out. So if you're looking for a job, hey, email us. Maybe we can help. Now this is really cool. Baker, she's a baker. Simone Bar, she is in St. Louis. She is going to be on, actually it premiered yesterday, Spring Break Championship on the Food Network. Now this is really cool. She has her own restaurant right there in the Botanical Heights neighborhood. This is what I really like about this story is this. She's a super fan. Simone is a super fan. She heard that the casting people were in town in St. Louis. She wasn't on their short list. No, they didn't tell her that she should be here. But she went ahead and made her famous thing, she calls it the darkness, and just showed up. Hey, it worked for her, right? She showed up, she had them take a test, and there they were. They loved it, they used it, and it worked. So if you want to check her out, she was on yesterday, it premiered Sunday night. So that's really cool that somebody from St. Louis was on the Food Network. And of course, you can always check her out there in her very own store. Maybe she will bake you something. Now it's time to take it on back for a little rewind. We have our Teen Talent Competition. Really cool. Check this out. St. Louis, radio is big right here, right? Well, Cornbread from WIL 92.3, he has retired. He has said goodbye. That's right. And he also had a world's largest farewell pajama party on Friday at Ballpark Village. For those of you who might not know, Cornbread was really big on wearing pajamas. He wore pajamas everywhere. Everywhere he went, pretty much was wearing pajamas. It's pretty cool that he gets to retire at such a young age. He joined WIL in 2004 and instantly became a hit with a lot of people. Personality of the Year. He had the Cornbread's Kids Crusade, Team Breadhead at, the Race for the Cure, Adopt a Shoulder, and many, many more charities. He is actually leaving, retiring. He's got a daughter and a wife, and he would like to spend some time with them, which is pretty cool that he gets a chance to do that. So goodbye to him, and hey, thanks for all the memories, Cornbread. Now, Barnes Jewish Hospital, they are on a really cool list. It's the Beckers Hospital Review List. Now, they don't actually number you in order, but it's 100 great hospitals in America, and it's the only Missouri facility on the whole list. So that's pretty cool right there. And get this, are you ready for this? The Eugene Field House is expanding. That's right, they have their groundbreaking on Friday. They're going to add an additional 4,000 square feet. They're going to make it wheelchair accessible. They're also, of course, going to have family history exhibits and famous, he's the famous poet from Little Boy Blue. And I don't know if you know this, his father, Roswell Field, well, he was Dred and Harriet Scott's lawyer. So that's kind of cool. That's right there at 634 South Broadway Boulevard. And of course, you can go to the EugeneFieldHouse.org for information on that. Now, the Science Center, the first Friday of the month, they're starting off Winter is Coming. Now, I know it's spring, but are you ready for this? Hold on. May 1st at 6 p.m., they're doing like a whole Game of Thrones thing, right? They're having swords and archery, the Iron Throne picks. There's going to be presentations and demos, activities, trivia. Plus, they're going to have Willow at the OmniMax. And there's going to be a telescope viewing. So if you're on that whole Game of Thrones thing, this might be something for you to check out. Or if your kids are into it, bring them. SLSC.org. St. Louis Microfest, they're coming. There you can sample international craft beers. Get this, you get a commemorative glass. They're going to have live music, a silent auction, food, live brewers and chef demonstration, and all the money goes for Lift for Life Gym. That's pretty cool. And are you ready for this? People like me who don't drink, you can go. It's free for the designated driver. I love that. Now, obviously, the designated driver won't be able to sample, but hey, if you're like me, you don't want to anyway. But it's pretty cool that you get to go there, experience with your friends, and make sure your friends get home safe. That's May 1st and 2nd at the Lower Muni lot. Micro Run on May 2nd. Go to STLMicrofest.org. And everybody gets really excited for Cinco de Mayo, right? Everybody loves Cinco de Mayo. Well, Cherokee Street is having their big celebration on Saturday. Of course, that's the 2nd. From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., they're going to have authentic food, drinks, music, parade, entertainment, art, and merchandise. That is really neat. If you've never been out there, it's a really cool experience. Plus, everybody gets along, and they have some really cool things that you can look at. Cinco de Mayo, STL.com. And of course, the Cards are back in town. They've got baseball happening all week. Thursday is a early afternoon start, 12:45 against the Phillies. Friday, 7:15 against the Pirates. Saturday, 2:15. So that's a nice little afternoon thing for you to do on Saturday. Also 2:15. And Sunday at 1:15 against the Pirates. So if you are into Cardinals baseball, and you should be now that the Blues are gone, you can go check out the Cardinals. I'll let you. They're in town. Definitely check them out. And you can check us out right here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Of course, you can drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We want to hear from you. Do you have something you think we should cover? Maybe you know a store or a shop, something that's going on that you think that we need to know about? Hey, send us an email and let us know. Now, that is going to do it for the Daily Mix, but make sure you keep it right here on STL TV for After the Mix. And until next week, I will see you then. See ya.